This show is brought to you by Safety FM.
Hello and welcome to Safety FM. This is Jay Allen. Today's Friday, so you already know it's going to be a Safety FM mini episode.
This episode of the broadcast and the podcast is brought to you by Arrow. The next generation error reduction and mitigation system. For more information, go to arrowhp.com.
Well, hello there. As you already are aware, we are close to number one, the end of the year. And number two, we're in the midst of the holiday season. Today, of course, is Friday the 13th of December. As I look at this and I take a look at what's going around inside of the industry and around the time of the year that it is, I know we talk about mental health issues, and we haven't covered any of it in some time. But this is one of the stages or phases of life where people normally get very depressed during this time of year. There could be several different reasons on why that comes about. So the funny part was I was taking a look at some information online, and it said, think about the 5 lessons in life. And I said, maybe it's time for us to share this information with you. Today, you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Today, I shall behave as if this is the day I will be remembered. Things to think about. I'm not going to say that this is going to change the way that you're thinking during this time of the year, but these are 5 lessons in life from Dr. Seuss. And I think there's something that can be learned from that. Keep in mind that the journey of mental health is not perfect. You're going to have your ups and downs during this time. And certain things can set you off. And that's okay. Just know that there are people that are there for you. There are people that you can contact and talk to if you're not feeling up to par. And no one in this life is perfect. No one in this life has everything perfect. And I think that sometimes there's some confusion there. We all have our ups and downs, including myself. And a lot of people don't want to admit to that, but those are conversations that we need to have out there. And with people where we understand that others need others. A lot of people want to be self-sufficient and I only need myself, but that's not truly the case. I always like to talk about this great organization that's called To Write Love on Her Arms. TWLOHA.com. That's TWLOHA.com. If you need assistance, don't hesitate to contact them. They're a great resource. And all of your information will be kept private. For now, I have been your safety manager and host, Jay Allen. And until next time, be safe.
The countdown has begun. Find out only on Safety FM.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and its guest and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within this podcast are only examples. They should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the position of the company. No part of this podcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic, recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast, Jay Allen.